Hello. Happy Saturday afternoon in the studio here for another quiet painting session. And I've already been working on some other projects and have acrylic paint on me. Anyway, today I have just a little idea of what I want to work on. I don't know exactly where it's going to be headed, but I'm going to just play with some colors on my palette over here and painted some backgrounds in advance, and I thought it might be fun to just see what happens with blending some colors in these circles. I have a lot of colors already on my palette. I'm just grabbing some colors I've already mixed to see what happens. Hi everyone. What I'm making today, I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of playing with some backgrounds, and I painted a circle. Not painted a circle. I sketched a circle, and I thought I'd just play with color inside that circle on these backgrounds today, and see what happens. I think it's kind of interesting looking. I have a question for those of you who are on right now, and thank you. I'm trying to read your comments. It's a little bit hard for me to see your comments. Thank you so much. I hope I get more likes too. I lost my train of thought there. I was going to ask you all a question. If you have ever tried watercolor painting, or if you're a watercolor painter yourself, I like to just come here and experiment with color and shapes and just have a play with that. So I'm going to set this one aside, see what else it does, and I'll show you how I started them. I start with just a blank piece of paper, and I'll start this one and set it aside to dry. I put some water on the back, and then I just add some color to the front. So I just have some colors over here, just all mixed up, and I'll just use some of the ones I've already mixed, and then I just add those to the background and then let this dry. You don't usually use paint. Yeah, there's a lot of creative things that you don't need to do with painting. What other creative things do you do? I like to do creative things for relaxation. Okay, so this one I will set aside to dry. And then meanwhile, try working on another one here. Okay, I'm going to see what color I want to use in here. I want to use some greens, I think. If I just put water inside the circle, it will not go outside where I have already wet the paper. On that one I wet the paper first. This one I have a little color with the water. And just let it move. I like to say let the water do what the water does with the color. It just moves it around on its own. If you see some of my other live streams, I've done some that are pretty much kind of gravity controlled. Not controlled, but gravity pulling the color and the water around on the paper. Get some interesting effects. Mix up a little bit of purple here. It's dry there, so it's not moving into that area. Put some water there. Hello, thanks for joining me here today. It's another cloudy, cold day here in Michigan. Maybe set that one aside too. And this one, it's still wet, but it looks pretty interesting. Okay. This one's still wet, but we've got this one to work on. Let's see, what color do I want to use in here? I like that yellow and gold, orange. What I want to do first, I want to put water inside here first. I didn't do that last time. won't go beyond my drawn circle line. I think I had some purple in that background. I'd like to have some more purple in there, but I gotta mix them up. Okay, so let's see if this is dry enough. This needs to dry. Oh, I can't see that one anymore. This is a little too wet to do anything yet. I'm gonna make a bunch of noise doing this, but I could quickly dry it with this. It's still a little damp. Draw our circle. Do some painting inside of that. Let's see, I've got pink. I don't know what color to use. What color should I use? I'm gonna get a mess on my palette over here. Look at that. I don't remember. I think it was like a magenta. I feel like it needs a little bit of this quinacridone gold. I just love this color. When it mixes with the purple, it'll neutralize it and make it a little bit of a gray, but it's a complement to purple, so I like that combination. Let's see if we can get it to go to the middle here a little more. Maybe put some, I want to use a little black on the edges. I think that I better leave that one. It'll turn into mud if I mix the colors too much. So let's see. Okay, this was the first one I did. It's pretty dry. I could come in, and what I thought would be kind of fun to do with these is I see a lot of other YouTubers that do watercolor and then they add markers and that kind of thing. But I think what I'll do is I'll do that next time because I didn't bring my markers with me to my desk. I'm not sure where they are. So, yeah, that was the first one. This was the second one, right? It's still wet. A little bit on these edges. If you dry your brush, you can vacuum up a little bit of the water. And then this one, still pretty wet too. And this one is very wet. Okay, maybe next time I will come back in here and do some drawing inside of them with markers. I think that would be kind of fun. So I usually come in here to my studio and do a live stream on Wednesdays and sometimes on Saturdays as well. I usually post a video every Sunday, but lately I haven't created anything new. So you can check out what I've already done if you're interested. And thanks so much for joining me this afternoon. I hope you have a great afternoon. See you next time.